Hello everyone and welcome to the sportiest stream here tonight. It's nice to see you all here for some LOS Champs action. We've had a ton of LOS Champs matches this week. I think we've had 3 so far. This is going to be our 4th and final here on Sunday, and we'll get to kind of end off this week. Sunday's always an interesting day because usually I don't get that many matches. Often they're pretty good, so we'll see how this match goes tonight, our only match tonight here. Goat Gang taking on the Mimoosas, and you'll recognize that name, the Goat Gang, because these players are recognizable, because that name was one that was taken for the Rocket League Splash Series Season 1, season that most of these players were a part of. I think the only one that wasn't was Hazy Days, but Gray was, Solonala was there, Curio was definitely there. All these guys have been in that Rocket League Splash Series, and even Hazy Days again has been in that scene for longer. Although again, I don't believe he's been there nearly as long as these other players have. But definitely fun to see them, and especially fun to see them now that Gray and Hazy Days have just come off of their win in the Rocket League Splash Series Riptide Cup, not the Surge Cup, the Riptide Cup, part of Next to New Nomads. For them, they've had a very exciting season. They got to take home the championship. Now here in LOS, they look to try to see if they can make their run to another one. This is week 1, and again, them to adding in Curio, player that was on the Surge Cup as well. He's a pretty high ranked player. And Solnalu is a guy who, again, has been an OG. He's been on all of it, or Astral all of it, depending on the team name, and on that, again, all of it team for a very long time. So I see him kind of coming on, and of course, reviving a old Rocket League Splash Series team name, again, from Season 1. That team name was originally a Volition team from Volition Esports, back when that org was around. Again, I believe that org disbanded and fell apart at the end of that season, so them obviously nice to kind of revive that team name here. As the opponents they have here are the Mimoosas, part of Watermelon Eating Time, with Izzy Bizzle as captain, Big Dog, Dragon Des, and Wu-Tang Moose. And coming into week 1, it's going to be a huge proving ground for both these sides, and of course again, Mimoosas coming from Watermelon Eating Time, a pretty big organization, one that's one that I remember even from back in the Indie Gaming League days. So to see that org still alive and doing well is quite an impressive feat, because most orgs don't last that long. They don't last more than maybe a couple of years. And very impressive for them to taking on again that Goat Gang team. Again, a name that comes from an org that didn't last. Again, that Volition org, I believe it was Volition Sapphire specifically. That's where Goat Gang came from. So, and what a season though it will be for both these teams. But again, it's just week 1. Both these teams right now trying to prove themselves more than anything here in this best of 5 matchup for LOS Champs. This is a 3v3 series if you guys haven't already gotten that. That's the only match of the night here on this stream, so hopefully we'll get to see some pretty exciting action here with a lot of people, I'm sure, looking into this. Again, I would assume Watermelon Eating Time specifically as an org. Again, they're a big org. I have a feeling they'll be definitely looking intently into this series. On the other side, again, Goat Gang. A lot of Rocket League Splash Series fans will definitely recognize these players, so they're ready for it. Should be a night of good action. Both these teams looking to get their week 1 off to a perfect start. It's definitely a great time to do that, as we're just closer and closer to that match start time. Prediction poll is up though, so get your votes in on who you think will take this one, Goat Gang or the Mimoosas, as again this is part of tier 4. And if I had to take a guess, this is around that GC1 level, so again, very high level. Overall, these are some solid players. Again, we've seen Goat Gang, we know how good this team is. Mimosa is our team I don't recognize. I don't think we've ever seen them before, but we'll see how well Izzy Bizzle can kind of lead her team to what would be, they hope to be, their first win of the season. But of course, there's a lot to ask. Again, going up against the Rocket League Splash Series champions and Gray and Hazy Days, and again, for them having, again, one part of Next to New. That's an org that has a ton of solid talent. So to see them on there, be a big deal. Curio is also on Next to New. He's also, again, it's ironic they're all from that same org. And then there's Solnalo again, who's on Olivet Gaming, which is his own personal team. So has, again, been around for a very long time. So nice to see all that, all that support coming into this team. I'm sure this roster will do very well this season. I'm sure both these rosters will do very well, but we'll get to see how well here tonight, at least in week 1. And reminder, this series is a best of 5, and for these players, they'd love to get this thing started soon. As joining the lobby right now, Gray, Hazy Days, and Solonalo. I know or Goat Gang at least this week, having to add in Solonado during the week because of an issue with Curio specifically. So again, for them, they've had. We'll see how it is. It's one of those situations where I heard again we were gonna have this match during the middle of the week as well. It was scheduled to be on this stream, but was canceled. It was, I think, supposed to be on Thursday night. Of course, we didn't have a series Thursday night, so again, their match got rescheduled here for this series and for this day. So it is as joining now for the Mimoosas again Moose. Pretty good joke. I like that one. Moose and Mimosa. The joke of that team name. With Izzy Bizzle, Wu-Tang Moose, and Dragon Death. So we've got the players in the lobby here that are here to play tonight. So again, a 3v3 matchup, best of 5. There's 2 teams coming in for week number 1 of LOS Champs, and again, we've seen so many players and so many teams get off to good week 1s. They would love to be at a good start as well, but well, only one team can take that win here. On one side is Goat Gang, some Rocket League Splash Series champions of old and new. On the other side are the Mimoosas, Watermelon Eating Time, representing on the stream again. Let's see who wins this one. And yeah, for the Goat Gang, again, with this roster, it means that all players here are Rocket League Splash Series champions. Solonalo from Season 1 back on Astral Olivet, now Olivet Gaming. And of course, Hazy Days and Gray being teammates for next to new Nomads, who just won last season in Season 5. LOS Champs is a different league, is a slightly different format in that it is one where you play against teams that are at that same record as you. I think it's a Swiss style format. So more often now, you're gonna get teams that play pretty similar up to the level that you play at. So every week gets tougher in theory for teams and more accurate to what your rank truly is. But here in week 1, it's all square. There's both these teams at 0-0 records. They're just getting thrown in to play against each other. And what will be a very good testing ground here at the start of LOS Champs' regular season. As the Mimoosas bringing some early offense already. Able to get that block there, but Izzy Bizzle putting it back in, and Solonalo will race back. And the one good thing about these Goat Gang players is that they're all pretty strong defensively. Solonalo specifically is known for his defense back on Olivet, being a majority defensively based team. It's not a team that's going to have the mechanics, that's for sure. It's be a team that has that team chemistry, that has that rotation. You can already tell right now, but for the Mimoosas, it's going to be a lot tougher than just throwing some shots at that net to get through them. As Izzy Bizzle with a long touch, more offense for the Mimoosas though, and while it may be a little bit rough to get goals against the Goat Gang, with time, they're going to get chances that work in for them. Goat Gang's defense may be good, but they are not perfect. The Mimoosas surely can take some goals because of that. Hazy Days, well, bad touch off the corner, but it will go straight to Gray. Goat Gang up again, but and it's a chance through as well, a breakthrough. Gray's got it. This one off the post. Wu-Tang's missed. Oh, but Solonalo couldn't put it past Dragon Death. And the Mimoosas, with their first real scare of the series, now they go the other way. Infield, stopped by Hazy Days. And the Goat Gang, mixing things up with their offense. Some infield passes, some chaos thrown in for the mix, but the Mimoosas too have shown how well they can play in here in Tier 4. This is quite a week 1 match to get ourselves into here. Both these teams have some incredible chemistry, and no one has been willing to make mistakes. Because now the Mimoosas again, majority of the offense has been theirs, but not been able to score with it. Dragon Death, double tap off the crossbar. And Izzy Bizzle now will try to keep things going, but her touch goes backwards. Hazy Days will get the beat on Wu-Tang Moose. And Goat Gang will have the ball again, but not for long. The Mimoosas have been a midfield force to be reckoned with. And Goat Gang, well, they've been going for this pass-oriented style, which is, I don't think, any surprise for anybody that has seen these players play. It does mean that if the Mimoosas sit this far back, they're going to cut off on so many opportunities, but great fake there from Gray. Hazy Days will see Wu-Tang Moose stop his shot. The Goat Gang will have to try again. Izzy Bizzle. In the midfield is Hazy Days. The Mimoosas now dealing with their own form of pressure against them as they'll go for more offense, but they can't get a shot on the end of it. Solonalo, long touch, Dragon Death pushed up high, but he'll get that touch away, and Goat Gang will be thwarted out of that offensive chance. More time for the Mimoosas to try to cook something up, but that challenge won't work, and Dragon Dance is awkward. It's Solo Nalo, and it's goal 1 in the series. Go Gang will poke it through, and it's just one challenge from Solo Nalo that breaks down the Mimoosas. Dragon Dance stuck on the post, can't jump off. And it's the Goat Gang in a 1-0 lead. A little under 90 seconds to go. Goat Gang looking for more. Gray, double tap potential, but he'll miss this one. And Izzy Bizzle will clear it out from her back wall. The Mimoosas now a lot more aggressive. There's not much time left for them. They've been thrown into this position of having to score now. And the Goat Gang, we've seen just how good this defense is. They'll need to hold on for a little bit longer, but it might feel like an eternity, especially with that miss. Dragon Death off the crossbar, and the Mimoosas have answered back. It was Izzy Bizzle who got Gray to push up high, and just one misposition, the Mimoosas will counter. And that goal is gonna be a huge blow to the confidence of the Goat Gang and a huge boost for the Mimoosas, but oh, not for long off the kickoff. It's Hazy Days. It's his turn to strike, and with only 2 shots this game, he made sure that this one counted. As the Mimoosas again susceptible to that chaos. We're seeing that Goat Gang side. Once they win a challenge, they love to just really throw the Mimoosas into those odd man rushes. Still 40 seconds to go, and the Goat Gang will be the ones on offense. I don't think they're going to be holding this for very long with the fact that they don't want to overcommit. They don't want to take any risks, and while they will keep the Mimoosas back, they're much more focused on making sure that they don't give up their positioning. Solonalo, Dragon Death will get that pop, and Hazy Days is all alone, but no one there to challenge for the Mimoosas, and will be the Goat Gang will have this one away, but oh, what a pinch. That one in front. Gray awkward, but no one can shoot on that play, and the Goat Gang will waste time as that touch from Hazy Days finds Gray upfield, and now he'll look to end it. The shot, back post just wide. And the Mimoosas now first to challenge. Dragon Death gets the beat. Gray will win the challenge though, and Izzy Bizzle racing back. She'll keep it alive. Dragon Death, can this game keep going? Goat Gang, one more. Hazy Days will end it. A 3-1 game 1, and the Goat Gang have silenced the Mimoosas. Solo Nalo finds Hazy Days, and this last goal ends any momentum the Mimoosas may have carried. Game 1 will be theirs. The series will start in their favor. What a exciting game one it was. It started out so defensively, but as we see these teams get more comfortable, we're seeing more chances, we're seeing more trust and more heavy commits, and you love to see that as time goes by. These teams get more comfortable, we see more goals as a result. Just a great game 1 to kind of see how things ended up, and I absolutely love what we saw from both these sides. Now, the question is, can you elevate? Can you do it again? Can you add even more pressure? That's what the Goat Gang and the Mimoosas are both looking at. They both have the same task here going into game number 2. The only question is, who's going to be more successful? The Goat Gang side, though, have taken game 1. It gave them a great early start off of a dunk shot from Solonalo. The Mimoosas now are going to be forced to make a response, but Goat Gang not going to give it to them for free. They're already off to a great start, and Solonalo's going to open nets. 8 seconds in, the Goat Gang have taken that strike. And for the Mimoosas, again, chaos like that has been their biggest issue this series. A lot of that chaos has come to that back wall where it just feels like that trust they build in each other just doesn't form there. We saw a double commit on that play, and again, you can tell that the Mimoosas are nervous when the Goat Gang go and attack that high, as now they'll do it again, and Gray's shot is great on the line, and Dragon Death just enough on it. The Mimoosas stay alive for now, but another chance for the Goat Gang. Now they gotta go back. Wu-Tang Moose cut off by Gray, and the Mimoosas have stopped on offense. Goat Gang, go again. Gray's touch is a bit high though, and oh well, the Mimoosas will definitely see this chance go in their favor as Solo Nalo just enough to get past 1. The Goat Gang, breaking through this midfield so much more easily. It just feels like it took them a little bit of time to get used to each other, a little bit of time to be willing to take these risks, and now that they are, Mimoosas have to sit back far. They can't stay up. They can't play aggressive. Yet they're forced to do so with the fact that the Goat Gang are leading. They really can't stay on defense for too long here. As a here from Dragon Death, who felt like he really was the one to lead the offense for the Mimoosas last game. Now looking to do it again, but that touch pinched out to Gray, and he's got space to work with. This one a light touch, looking for that double tap, but a bit too slow there, and Dragon Death will make sure that chance won't go on target. Another chance, Dragon Death again. Solonalo though with the beats, and this one's bouncing on. Izzy Bizzle will stop, but the Mimoosas getting a ton of shots against them, and the Goat Gang are not slowing down. Hazy Days, another chance. Got that beat on Wu-Tang Moose, but could not put it on the nets, and the Mimoosas will clear, and with all this pressure against them, the Mimoosas have done well not to crack. Both these teams have done well to play at such a high intensity, and yet not show any signs of panic, any signs of major stress. At this level, you don't see teams playing this quickly because so often it leads to mistakes, that leads to panic, and that rotation breaks down. It's really tough to recover. Both these teams have kind of had a mutual agreement to do that, and well, they've both definitely evened out each other and just how fast they're going to play at this in this game. Looking again. Mimoosas trying to turn the tide. That touch from Dragon Death will come off of that shot from Gray, and the Mimoosas at this point just trying to find some offense. This might be a great chance. It's a really good bounce for Wu-Tang. Off the back wall, Hazy Days won't reach it, but Solonalo and Gray will, and Goat Gang will take it away. Gray, one more, flip reset, no second touch, but Solonalo will drive on through, and the Goat Gang have made it two. Gray by himself, all eyes are on him, and you'll find the perfect assist to Solonalo. The Mimoosas are getting beat to the back wall, and the Goat Gang will score because of it. 2 goals to the better. The Goat Gang have only elevated since game 1, and they almost made it free there as Solonalo's attempted a double tap. Goat Gang not slowing down on the offense, and why not at this point? Mimoosas still have every reason to come back here. And we've seen that, even from last game, glimpses that comeback ability is definitely inherent to them, and Goat Gang cannot give this team that momentum that they want. That's a team bump. Izzy Bizzle will be stopped by Solonalo, and Goat Gang will again play the waiting game as an infield pass. That shot's weak, and Mimoosas have sent 2 up. Izzy Bizzle trying to slow down this rush, but eventually will come through. The Goat Gang, inevitable on offense. Inevitable to get these chances on target. Again from Hazy Days. Izzy Bizzle in front of her net finds Dragon Death, but the Mimoosas are just waiting patiently. And the Goat Gang just continue to thwart every opportunity. Up goes Gray, low boost, can't get the second touch, but a follow-up could be happening, but Solonalo not challenging that one. Instead he'll wait for the plays to unfold in the midfield. And the Mimoosas again just stopped in every chance. I mean, this game has felt like one where they haven't really, played badly by any means. It just feels like the Goat Gang have played so much better that for the Mimoosas, it's almost as if that's punishing them. The Goat Gang just not slowing down, and I just love this chemistry. The passes, the assists, the follow-ups. The Goat Gang have that. These guys all know each other. They've, again, been in the Rocket League Splash Series, some even since the very first season. Still playing now. They're still very successful now in how they played. And I mentioned again about the championship that Gray and Hazy Days won together. We can't forget about Solonalo. He made top 4 in Season 5, and for good reason. This team is just insane right now. As another one going in, it's Gray with the finisher. And if those 2 goals weren't enough for the Goat Gang, this third should be. They'll go up 2-0 in the series with the Mimoosas scratching their heads. They just can't seem to crack the code of the Goat Gang, and again, that chemistry from the Goat Gang is what makes them so scary. Solonalo, another chance, no second touch, but Hazy Days will put this one through. And now it's 4-0. As if things couldn't get any worse for the Mimoosas, that back wall again is an issue for them that the Goat Gang have taken advantage of, but I say it's an issue, it really isn't. It's more of a Goat Gang side just always being able to score on it. That's forcing the Mimoosas into plays where it's just really tough touches. This is not a mistake at all. It's just a team that's fully just controlling this field and fully just taking advantage of any hole they can find. The Mimoosas now have not even scored in Game 2. They were able to get a goal in Game 1, but in this game, it's the Goat Gang who are fully in control and looking to end this series in a 3-0 sweep. Mimoosas now not immediately running up as they did after Game 1. They realize that this series, this best of 5, they now have to create a reverse sweep. That has not happened on the stream very often, maybe 26 times over its 2.5 years of existence. We've been streaming almost every single day. Reverse sweeps and best of 5s just don't happen often. And yet, the Mimoosas are forced in that position. It all starts here in Game 3, but the Goat Gang, they're going to try to make it business as usual. Mimoosas already off to some early challenges, and you like to see that aggression. Again, it's something new. It's something we haven't seen them do more of. Them challenging much more aggressively, but the Goat Gang, again, just bringing on these shots, and they're just flinging them on the nets. The Mimoosas don't have much time to react, but they will react here. Although Solo Nalo with the save on the other way, and it's Goat Gang offense all over again. Dragon Des bumped out. Gray now to the back wall. Wu-Tang Moose will wait. And the Mimoosas have to have people waiting back there, because if they don't, things are going to get awkward. But Gray, oh, what a save, Dragon Des. It was acrobatic, to say the very least, but they'll get to it in the end. And the Mimoosas will keep this game tied at none. As Gray, Dragon Des, Hazy Days waiting, but he won't find the touch. And Dragon Des now infield for Wu-Tang Moose, but that first touch gets away from them, and so too will the chance of shooting, as the Goat Gang will again clear, and another opportunity. Hazy Days to the back wall. Gray, first two. Solo Nala to clean it up, but he's hit it wide. And Goat Gang, that was a great opportunity, but their accuracy plaguing them in that chance. Haven't had too many issues on their shooting, but that one going wide on what should have been a great place to at least put the ball on target. Game 3, jitters of not having scored yet, maybe starting to get to them here. I mean, last game they scored so early on that for them, they've never really had the experience of going down in this game. I don't think they want to start that anytime soon. Midfield pass attempt. Hazy Days looking for Gray, but he's dunked by Izzy Bizzle, and that's everybody from the Goat Gang have pushed up. Izzy Bizzle, first to it. The pinch in front. It's Wu-Tang Moose, and the Mimoosas will grab their first lead of the series. It was a dunk on a Goat Gang all-offensive push, and that creates havoc for them, but they don't get a good shot on it. The Mimoosas have taken their first lead of the series. The Goat Gang, maybe those jitters were definitely well-founded as a, oh my, what a second touch! Is that on? It is, but Dragon Des will get there. Gray with a great outplay, and now a chance to go to that goal as well. Goat Gang, slow on their challenges, but they will keep the offense through the midfield. As cut off there was Gray. Solonalo now having to help a teammate out, but it may have worked well. Not well enough to get past Dragon Des, who has definitely stepped up on the challenges this game. It's been a lot more of a Dragon Des just putting in the 50s on that defensive side for the Mimoosas, and it's, again, the defensive battle, we've seen both these teams show that they have good defenses. It's just how do you break through them. Hazy Days does it there, though. It's a single dribble. And Wu-Tang Moose just thought he committed to that play with that flip, but he had recovered so quickly. And for Wu-Tang Moose, already out of that net, they just had a challenge there. There was no other option. That means for the Mimoosas, that lead for them is now gone. Need to recover it. Maybe this is the way to do it, but great challenge from Solonalo prevents that reset from Dragon Des being any more dangerous than it could have been. As Gray, oh, it's a whiff from Izzy Bizzle, and some demos on the backfield. Gray's got a net to look at, and he's going to find it. Front post to Gray. Goat Gang taking advantage of a midfield break with that whiff from Izzy Bizzle. And with less than 2 minutes to go, the Mimoosas put under the microscope here from the Goat Gang. They've got to find a response. And to do that, they've got to find that offense too. They've got to find that killer instinct that we know that they have, that we've seen them utilize at parts of Game 1. Here at the end of Game 3, they need to find, or else this series will be over as another shot just wide from the Goat Gang. They're getting dangerously close to an insurance lead, and that might as well give Mimoosas no chance of winning. They need to keep this game close if they have any opportunities of taking it. The Goat Gang have just been too good when they're at a multi-goal lead to be stopped here. As Gray again, great fake now, trying to leave it in front, but his touch goes high, and wisely, no other teammate from the Goat Gang will challenge. As an infield pass, that one cut away. Hazy Days will try to get the beat on Easy Bizzle, but she'll get past him, and now she's all alone on the dribble. Gray, it's a 50. Solonalo now to get the clear, and the Mimoosas just too slow to act. They've got to be able to find each other. Wu-Tang Moose, Dragon Death, into the corner, the bump on Hazy Days, but he'll still collect, and with 40 boost in attack, it's 1v1. Izzy Bizzle will stand their ground. And the Goat Gang continue to be feeling that late series pressure. The Mimosa is there to challenge, but it's a overcommit from them. Goat Gang now looking for that goal to ease their worries. Hazy Days, this one going in front. Izzy Bizzle stopped, and Hazy Days has got to move back. 30 seconds remain for the Mimoosas. They need one goal to tie things up. The pressure is on, but who's going to come alive for them? Wu-Tang Moose, Dragon Death have both had their performances this series. Wu-Tang Moose more so on the offense. But that's a mistake there! Off the crossbar! And Goat Gang mere centimeters away from ending the series. The Mimoosas now need to find offense. Izzy Bizzle, the one to start it. Down for Wu-Tang Moose, but they won't find a connection there. And Goat Gang will end it. A clear away. And it's a 3-0 sweep for the Goat Gang to start their LOS Champs Season 5 run. Against an opponent like the Mimoosas, it really did feel close at times, but the Goat Gang momentum and the Goat Gang teamwork camaraderie was what took the series over. And for some players who have known each other for so long, that's an advantage they're going to have over a ton of teams here, not just the Mimoosas. I gotta give credit to what you saw there from them, a great showing of skill. And for the Goat Gang, well, what a start to their season. Again, we'll what a win that has to be for this Goat Gang side, and again for them having had Solonolo come in as that last second sub. Well, not really last second, he had it a few days ago, but coming in as that sub, having to replace Curio, who is not available at all this week. For them, it was definitely an awkward position, but they made it work quite well. Gotta give credit to the Goat Gang for how they played. Real sweep. Win is theirs. It's for the Mimoosas. It's a tough start for them, but they actually looked pretty solid that series. They just went up against a team that had such good team chemistry. I don't think they should hang their heads in shame with that loss, knowing just how tough it was. And we'll maybe we'll hopefully get an interview with these with the Goat Gang, but I don't know if they are actually up for one. So again, but what a win that is. That's the only match tonight. It's a field sweep. I'm sorry that it wasn't longer. It was a great series. It could have been a lot longer with how the Moosas were playing. They just had a few things not go their way. Solonalo, you want to join me? All right, Solo. I'll message you, my friend. We'll get an interview with Solonalo here. He said he wants one, so we'll wait for Solonalo. So I see you in chat there, Solo. As there he is, joining us now, Solonalo. Welcome in. Was added as that sub, but it may be competing with Curio for that starting role. What a week one it is for you guys here on the Goat Gang. A field sweep over the Mimoosas, and a team that definitely is a pretty tough one. But you guys, that team chemistry really does help so much. And for you, Solonalo, coming in, what has it been like in week one with players that you are all too familiar with?
I think, like you said in the cast, I joined just a couple days ago. Curio ran into some things, and so we were able to make it work. Hazy and Gray, they're they're two players that I play with a lot. So I definitely know how they play. Heck, I've gone against them forever too. You know that. So it's nice to be on the field with them and working with them. And I thought we did really great.
And you mentioned about again about these guys and being, again being from that next new team that just won in the last season for the Rocket League Splash Series. I know for you it's got to be interesting going up against going with playing with the two players that beat you in the semifinals. So of this season, the team that prevented you guys from what would be, your second, actually I think it would be your third championship matchup in the Rocket League Splash Series. But for you, Solnal, though, coming kind of knowing these guys for so long, kind of knowing that these guys have the capabilities, knowing these guys so well, that kind of tell me about the trust that they give to you that so many other players can't, especially with the fact that you've known them, and I think for these guys, at least Gray, since season one.
Yeah, it's great to be able to trust teammates like them, and I know they're going to hit the ball, and when they go up for the ball, they're actually going to hit it and hit it with a purpose. And I think sometimes I'm the wild shot, and I think I definitely am with these two on the field. But they're able to work around my wild hits, and it makes plays because people just don't know what I'm going to do. And but it's worked out real well with these guys, and I'm we'll see what happens when Curio gets back. I'm sure that it's going to be back to those three, but it's good to know. I'm sure that they've got a fourth that can make it happen if something happens.
Yeah, as you said again, it's one of those things where you just came in to kind of be in at the emergency sub, but that team chemistry flows through, and with Curio, it's only going to get scarier because all those guys are on the same work. So we'll see. That's the scary part about this. You're pretty solid. This roster's pretty solid. When Curio comes, it's all next to new players, and these guys all know each other. So we'll see how that affects things. But again, I know for you, again, it was a great week one. I know you'll be kind of watching this GOAT gang at the very least. Up against the Mimoosas. It felt like that team chemistry was really the battle here, and that pacing as well. It felt like there was a high intensity match. Was that intentional from you guys to play at high intensity, or was that kind of a reaction to the Mimoosas being a very solid opponent?
Yeah, they were a great opponent. I thought their chemistry was pretty good. They were able to make some plays that I was, I had eyes wide open, jaw down, sort of. And so, yeah, we were able to speed up our gameplay and match them. I think the biggest thing was that we were beating them in the air when we had to be, and we kind of caught them off guard when that happened. And I felt like that kind of led to our goals.
Definitely did, and a great week one for that. A free sweep over the Mimoosas here for the GOAT Gang. Again, thank you so much for joining Solonalo to this interview. I know for you it's kind of interesting to see you not in the Rocket League Splash series, but I know you practically live in the Rocket League Splash series. So to see you in LOS is a little weird, but hey, you are here and you're still winning, even if it's not called the Rocket League Splash series. It's LOS, so
Well,
you're
I
still
know
winning.
cookies and LOS really wants me here. I do know that. So I sent him a message earlier saying, "Hey, here I am."
Well, I mean, you're making not only are you making Cookies proud, seeing some great Rocket League action, you're making the Goat Gang proud, you're making Olivet proud, probably making Next to New proud with the fact that 3/4 of this roster are from Next to New. So, for you again, congratulations on your win, a real sweep. Is there any last things you want to say before we'll end off this interview?
No, just appreciate you working with us and taking this cast, Sporty.
Yeah, no problem. Again, congratulations on your win. Have a great night, Solanolo.
You too.
And now Solanolo there coming in, little chat for us again, subbed in for the Goat Gang tonight with their 3-0 sweep win, and it has been, that's for sure. We'll get a little raid going. Thank you all so much for joining this Sporty stream here tonight. Have an amazing night, everybody. We'll see you again very, very soon in future days. We've got some incredible tournaments next week on Saturday, Sunday, so pay attention to that. But for now, take care, be well. We'll see you again very soon.